Hey everybody, welcome back. We are doing a first look today. Been a minute since we've done one. Little sneak preview though, we got a few more coming up. Of a game called VoidWar. This is the demo version. The full release comes out, I want to say in 2 weeks from when I'm recording. I think it's on May 30th, so it should be up a little bit before then, but it looks pretty cool. It's 100% an FTL clone. Faster than light, if you remember that from, I want to say 2012. Everything feels like 10 to 15 years ago now. It's so crazy. But heavily inspired by FTL. As soon as we hit new game here, people who will have played FTL will be like, oh yes, this is 100% the inspiration. Which isn't a bad thing. FTL was a pretty sick game. I actually was playing it like a little bit recently, and some other streamers were too. Kind of had like a little late resurgence as of late. There you go. Anyways, the kicker to this, because an FTL clone I want to be checking out, the kicker is it is also heavily inspired by Warhammer 40,000. It is basically a Warhammer 40,000 FTL-like, roguelike, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, where you're just like some space marines floating in space with the dead god emperor. Extremely on the nose with both their comparisons. So I thought we'd give this a run and see how it plays. I have not played this at all, so this is a true first look, as some may call it. With that, we're in. All right. The God King has fallen. The Empire is in despair. The time is nigh for you to be our instrument of salvation. You will now be familiarized with the basics of Void Warfare. Yeah. Already, God King, Empire, Void Warfare, creepy looking man. You can already gothic looking ship. You can tell this is extremely Warhammer 40,000. The music too, like super Warhammer. I'm super into it. This is your ship. All right. Exile Vorit, ancient translocator, innate. Transport into target room. Once a great lord of a distant colony, now reduced to wandering banditry. Alright. What's that? Ancient translocator. I guess that's like our... That's our boy down there. He can teleport. As the commander of this vessel, you may select any crew member of the ship, including yourself, by clicking their portrait frame. You may also select them by clicking on them directly or dragging a box around them. Okay. While crew members are selected, you may issue commands by right-clicking on the rooms of your ship. Okay. The selected crew member will move to any destination and automatically perform any tasks required upon arrival. Yes, I'm very familiar with FTL. I mean, it almost should be illegal how, like, all of the systems are like one for one. It's crazy. The system control interfaces allows you to control your ship's systems. Each system has an icon that corresponds with one on your ship. All right. All of your systems are powered by the ship's reactor, which is shown here. Each bar represents one unit of reactor power. The more power a system draws from your reactor, the more effective it becomes. You may hover over any system for more detail. While hovering, a reticle appears on your ship while showing you the location of each system. Okay. These are your ship's subsystems. They are different from normal systems. They automatically power, do not consume reactor power. Okay. To proceed, hover over each of your system rating systems and subsystems. All right, we got reactor, shield, engines, life support, launch bay, some crew actions, weapons bay. This is our cannon. Command throne, love it. Manning grants evasion and charges subspace drive. Engines must be powered. Okay. Grants half evasion if crew is present but not manning. Manning with commander gains extra 5%. Autopiloting the ship allows a retain a percentage of advantage while the throne is unmanned. All right. Door control enables remote control of doors and airlocks. Manning reinforces doors. Okay. We can open all the doors and close all the doors. Oh, we don't want to do that. We've already screwed up. Yep, don't vent all the oxygen out of your ship. That's how you get rid of fire. Then we have sensors. Grants visibility into the rooms on your ship. We're already killing our commander, which is always a good step. I'm guessing one of these is going to be like the healing room. But they weren't expecting that. Kill your commander before the tutorial's over. Alright. This is your whole strength. When this reaches 0, your ship will explode and everybody aboard will die. A pair of Imperial enforcers have joined your crew. We got Kalut and Vitis. They're both Imperial citizens with fire resistance. Very nice. They have broken on time for you to assist the fire is broken on your ship. Okay. Let's see that fire assistance at work. Time is precious when confronted by hazards like fire. Thankfully, I have access to command mode. The command mode indicator shows when you're in command mode. When in command mode, all the action is paused. Give you time to carefully examine your situation and queue up any commands you might have. Yep. Now lets you think on your feet. I know how to do all this. Fire must be extinguished. Select all of your crew. Alright. It's just FTL. We got it. Very nice. Looks like our commander will... Does he recover every jump? I probably shouldn't have done what I did to him. Sending multiple queue members will make it go faster. You have successfully extinguished the fire. Okay, now we're going to vent. Command mode. Open the door. Alright. I should have locked that door. Let's close all doors. We have almost successfully killed our commander once more. Which one of these is the healing room? Alright, here hazard strikes. Yep. Time to move your commander to the command throne. Blood for the blood god. Alright, which one of these is the healing room? You'll need to get power your engines. Yep, I know how to do that. Power my engines up now. Those power has been transferred from your active to engines. Yep. Special substrate drives are engaged. Time to engage the drives. Engines exploded. We gotta go repair the engine bay. Is this the healing room? They don't think I put like hundreds of hours into FTL. Like, if you're playing this, you haven't played FTL, what is going on? Notice how your engines have automatically powered themselves. Repaired systems will automatically power themselves up to their last powered state, enough reactor power. Engage in subspace drive. As commander of your ship, you must be present aboard the ship to engage. You can identify the commander of the ship by hovering over them, looking for the commander keyword. I have this little option I set in the menu that, oh, so I get 15% upon warp. Yeah, I should not have just, like, yeeted him into the, the airless vacuum at the beginning of this tutorial. C'est la vie, as they say. C'est la vie. Alright. Yeah, so he's covered in yellow because I wanted to be able to make him visible. That's the word. Ensure the commander throne is manning the command throne to press warp. Alright, I want to see what some of these rooms do. I guess I gotta warp first. Alright, the star sector map. We know what to jump. We can do this to move around. When you press ready, press the home to center map on your current location. Unvisited node, unvisited node. Let's do this one. And the cathedral takes off. Alright. The galaxy is filled with hostile threats. These servo husks have gone rogue and are threatening to destroy your ship. Fortunately, the ship's weapons do not have the strength to penetrate your shield. You will shield them the other ways. Command mode, power up my gun, aim my gun. I always like to aim at weapons and shields. Where's our gun? Is that it over there? Oh yeah, it's really got a charge. Okay. They dropped our shield. Gave him the 1-2. We're gonna go into command mode. The 2 shots from your cannon cannot penetrate the enemy's shield. 2 shield layers. You'll need some help to overcome the enemy. It's equipped with a launch-based system, which will allow you to conduct boarding operations. Oh, that's fun. Crew loaded into the system will be delivered in an assault sled. The assault sled is designed to penetrate all enemy shielding before crashing into the ship. Alright, we are sending our boys in blue to... For the glory of the Emperor, chop them down with some chain swords. Okay. There's a load crew button. Okay. They're heading from view inside the ship. They're showing a small counter. Alright. Launch assault sled. Alright. And off they go. Very good. They're punching the servo husks. Malfunctioning husk. Machine slave. Okay. Your crew has killed an enemy and damaged the enemy shield system. Notice the enemy shield's icon is turned orange. This indicates that the system has been damaged. Alternatively, an enemy system destroyed turns red. Your crew will instantly damage an enemy anytime. Then an enemy system anytime they kill a non-temporary enemy crew in the same room. Yep, same as FTL. Your boarding action has degraded the enemy's defenses. Return your crew to the ship using the recall crew button. Okay. With a damaged shield system, the enemy can only recharge up to 1 layer of shields. I mean, honestly, I just would have killed both of these guys and then just blown the ship up if it were me, but what are you going to do? I guess we'll recall the crew, and then we're going to just keep shooting at the shields. They only have 4 hull strength, so it's not that bad. So what else do we got? I want to see what other rooms. I guess it tells us here. Life support, engine. So yeah, you can't heal in this one. That's a bit of a bummer, to be honest. We'll put him on the weapons. Usually weapons gives you like an accuracy bonus if it's manned or something like that. Man, 10% charge speed. What do we got here? Sensor level. Nope. Autopilot is the command throne. We already have that. Oh, I have to hit A. Auto fire on. There we go. That's what we want. Refill rate, cooldown, drive speed, charge, evasion. What did this get? Wait, this actually probably be better if he was on shields, I guess, then. The Corsair vessel breaks apart. You salvage some material from the remains. You can hover over any of the salvage item for more info. We got a repair drone, a new gun, some scrap metal. All right. You have acquired a repair drone, which is a piece of crew equipment. Yes, yes, yes. Very nice. That is good to have. And we're going to equip the new gun. All right. Note the total power capacity of your weapon system is not enough to power all of your weapons. Your weapon system has a capacity of 2 bars, while your 2 weapons will require a total power of 3 to operate. Okay, whatever you say. If you want to power both these weapons, you need to upgrade your weapon system. All right, we're going to upgrade the panel. La, la, la. Right-clicking will undo any unconfirmed upgrades. We're going to do that. Can I do other stuff while I'm here? I guess we'd want to do like that. That seems pretty good. It is crucial to keep your systems upgraded as you travel through the void. Alright, you should now have enough weapon system capacity to power all of your weapons. Power them up now, if necessary. Depower other systems to free up power for your other weapons. We should be good because I bought 1 more reactor. Your weapons are now fully powered. Sudden energy spike has destroyed your life support system. You can use the repair drone to easily repair your life support system remotely. Certain pieces of crew equipment, such as consumables and psychic powers, will also gain an active ability. These abilities will appear on the portrait of the crew they are attached to. Okay. Click the repair drone, then target your life support system. Very nice. Doing stuff. Ooh, okay. Has a cooldown. 10 seconds. I'm guessing it only recharges while we're in combat. Or it only had 1 charge and we used it up, so whatever. One last thing, your translocator has been enabled. You can use it to board enemy ships, escape from a difficult situation, or simply to get around your ship faster. Try it. Alright, boom. That concludes the training. Be on the guard against the Craven Pirate, Dread Cultist, and the Imperial who clings to his fallen deity. Let none bar your path to the Vault of Souls, for only within its argent flames lie our destined salvation from this forsaken realm. When you are ready, ensure you are manning the command throne, then press warp. Alright. We out here warping, gang. Imperial Shrine. Screw it. Let's see what it's got for us. You arrive at an old Imperial Shrine. Its structure is worn, but its solemn presence commands respect. Yeah, let's pledge ourselves to the Imperial Cult. Nice, we got our HP back, 10 hull integrity, and Imperial Shrine is activated. You swear fealty and devotion to the Imperial Cult. A radiant warmth floods your veins like the embrace of the sun itself, igniting your faith with renewed strength. Yeah, might as well, right? Always pledge yourself to the Emperor. Emperor protects. Alright, very good. I don't think there's much else for us to do here. Gonna continue warping. And what else do we got? Merchant. Go up, I guess. Alright. Now, we're part of the Imperial cult, so you think an Imperial Scout would like us, but I guess not. You arrive at your destination in front of a damaged Imperial warship. It immediately locks your ship and opens fire. Extremely rude. Alright. We're going to do weapons with the 2. I've only got 1 shield, so we shouldn't need to board. And we've got 1 shield. We'll see how much they shoot. They start really shooting. We'll send the boys over in the crash cart. All right, we should be able to get through there. There's shields here without too much agita. I will take a miss. Now I feel like in FTL you could also speed it up a little bit, but maybe I'm misremembering. But either way, pretty cool so far. Extremely derivative of FTL. I would like to see a little bit of difference. Right now, it's like the only difference is straight up this could just be a skin. But we shall give it time. The Emperor demands time. I'm trying to remember the name of it, but I was playing this mostly on my Steam Deck. There's a mod. It's called like I don't remember the name of it. But it's like this huge FTL mod that like doubles the size of the base game and has like a ton of new races and new mechanics and new actions you can do at every world. It's really cool. And I played that for, I did a few campaigns on it, but this is just one of those games where I played it so much. And it's kind of hard. Definitely beat it a fair share of times, but I'm just curious if it's trying... I mean, it's been a while since FTL's come out, so maybe it will be like, you know, something that old FTL stands want to grab. Nice, got some scrap metal. Let's do a little upgrade in. 2 shield barriers, very nice. I don't need increased systems power right now. We don't need that. Let's just do increased invasion, right? That seems pretty sick. 80% chances to dodge incoming bullets seems pretty nice. We definitely want descriptions. Alright. We're going to go towards that merchant in a minute. I don't know where our scrap is. Alright, you find yourself under attack by a chromic warship. Though ostensibly on a courier missions, many war cultists find the monotony of logistical duty insufferable, and many seek out any opportunity to do battle. I understand that. They look kind of cool. A fanatic of the gun and blade, they consider martial prowess the measure of their devotion and pursue it with reckless abandon. Kind of sound like the Klingons. And they've just got some husks. And what is that? Okay. Start up with a pause. Oh, I forgot to put this on auto fire. That's all on me. We'll do shields and weapons. And power up our shields a little bit more. We can get more reactor next time. So we got a little extra to work with. Oh man, we need to upgrade our sensors. Something they did made them go dark. Alright, we've taken out their weapons. It would be good to time this weapon. Let's see if I can hold on to it and time it so that it fires right after the other one. We're gonna do whatever this is. 1, 2, 3. There we go. We're on board. Energy beam. What? I want to know what this is. Come on, man. I want to know what we're shooting at. I feel I see it glinting and shining, so I want to kill it, but I don't know what it is. This makes me want to take it out. They are not able to get past our 2 shields, thankfully, so I'm grateful for that. I would be more grateful if we would stop missing, though. Less missing would be extremely sick. There we go. See, that was sick. Maybe I should be aiming for... Hostile ship breaks off its attack and begins powering up its warp drives. Come on, blow her up. We need one more shot. Right, this has got to be in there, right? Boom, boom. Jeez. Maybe I need to aim for a different room. Come on. One of these got it. There we go. I'll take it. You trawl the wrecked ship for useful material. A little bit of scrap metal. Very good. What is that sound? Alright, so they've got some stuff at the merchant. Oh, scrap metal is also used for upgrading, I see. An old supply ship accosts you as soon as you arrive. They hail you, hoping to sell you some goods. Can we trade and talk? Let's see. Hellfire missile. Number of shots 1. Charge time. Now... okay, I was gonna say, in FTL you need to buy missile ammo. Sounds like we still need to here. Acid missile, antimatter bomb, hellfire missile. That sounds pretty good. They don't require power. So, sure. Oh, we don't have a missile bay. Well, that's dumb. And, well, I guess with that one we couldn't get the other. Oops. We don't need to buy really anything. We'll buy 1 munitions. How much are they? 3? Alright, so we got a little bit of munitions. We have 1 missile template and no ability to use it. I guess you can always talk. So how do I talk to him? I guess you have to make... You only have 1 action to make at the beginning. That's fair. Alright. Pretty long sector, all things considered. Shipyard is a safe place to rest. Looks like a campfire. Kind of reminds me of Slay the Spire in that way. Okay. You discover a lifeboat adrift. Its occupant is long dead, but you recover some medical supplies from within. Alright, that allows us to, I think we have to equip them, though. Yes, yes, yes. Heal all allied crew and target room for 25 HP. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's like a little life save. Our commander is healed up, thankfully. An Imperial vessel approaches the jump point with its valuable cargo at stake. It hastily activates its weaponry and locks onto your ship. Man, everybody's just so friendly in all these games, right? Alright, they're charging up together. I want to know what this is. Imperial Recruit, 25, 3 attack, 25, 3 for 3. We're going to send the boys over. Because why not, right? Alright, so we're going to pause Reno. Load crew. Launch assault sled. And I just want to know what this thing is. So we'll send them here. Off they go. Bon voyage, as they say. They are murdering them. And we want to not aim at that room. We'll aim at those rooms. Alright. Are they not dead yet? I guess we should recall our... Well, we did want to see what this is. Let's... Okay, it is a storage vault. Okay. So not worth shooting. Worth invading. So that's a little bit of a difference. It does seem to incentivize raiding a bit more than... FTL did. So I gotta have to reload my crew? Load crew, unload crew, recall crew. Do I have to return them to the room that they entered? Recall crew. Recall crew. You can collect what you want from the remains. Duraplate armor, 15 HP. Yeah, we will. Sure. Let's stop shooting. And we need to get off the burning ship and recall our crew. Would like to recall my crew. Oh, you have to click up there. That's kind of weird. Very strong J. Alright, so now we got armor for our ship. I don't think it's going to change anything. Like our ship has DPS 3 per second. We can use a meta drone to heal. Let's put these back. So what did we say weapons does? Manning improves weapon charge speed is very good, and a little bit of dodging. And save stations like in FTL. We'll leave the ship tube. Well, actually, if it explodes, do we get stuff from it? Or do we only get that when we, whenever we defeat the ship? Let's wait and find out. I could probably just shoot at it too, but I want to watch it burn. I am watching. Alright, we'll shoot it. Boom. Destruction befell the hostile vessel. Okay. No benefits to that. Current location. Sure, let's do shipyard. See what that has to do. We don't really need it. Not really taking too much damage, but it does heal our people, which is sick. Okay. An abandoned shipyard floats in the view. It appears to be a safe place to rest. We don't need hull points. Our guys are going to heal on the next warp anyways. We don't have a missile silo. Let's construct a machine slave. You scavenge the shipyard for corpses and manage to cobble together a functioning husk. That's how I feel every morning when I wake up. Very nice. So that gives us a new boy. A new lad, one might say. Yeah, we'll keep him here. Alright, save our stations and we'll warp away. Mercenary broker. We're just gonna keep going, what is that up there? Merchant shaman, merchant mercenary broker. Let's just go along this bottom route here. The warp animation is pretty cool. Alright, and it doesn't look like it looks like you kind of have to escape every mission. I don't know if you can warp away like you can in, no, jet charge progress. Yeah, I guess you can in FTL. You encounter a damaged raider starship. They open fire at you. Very good. Oh geez, they are extremely strong. Gene Soldier, Husk, a Corsair. Let's shoot the weapons as always, and the shield. The music's like pretty sick, not gonna lie. Definitely like industrial, a little heavier than FTL was. Kind of reminds me also though of like the Nonary games for some reason. Alright, we're on the board. This should be an easy one. They're fairly weakened as is. One more. We really got to time these a bit better. Do this. If I press W, does it wait, or does it still auto fire? Very nice. Nothing like little dudes floating out. All right, 39 scrap metal is pretty good. All right, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We will do another reactor unit, and we'll sit on it because we're approaching the merchant very soon. See what the next area has for us. I thought it was nothing for a second. You come across an abandoned munitions depot. It's suspiciously good shape, but whatever supplies lay within may very well be worth the risk. Yeah, let's check it out. You enter the depot. The silence is here, but nothing unusual happens. You return with some crates of supplies, a little bit of scrap metal. I'm really big on like space games right now. Not that I'm like never not, but I'm playing another game called Star Sector, which is pretty sick. We're playing Citizen Sleeper. Got this going on. And I've also been playing a ton of shmup. So I am just a starship boy. I am a star lad. I can put you in touch with whomever you want for a fee. What if we talk? The murder mists, they call it. A malevolent veil that cloaks the Fury Stars, causing madness and violence among Imperial crews. It is as if Crom himself reaches out from the depth. Interesting. Let's see what you got. Psychomancy. Temporarily summon a Stygian worm. Ritual materials to summon a hungerer. Alright, so this is like summoning stuff. That's extremely strange. Looks like these can be put on individuals. And these are like murder boys. We don't really need murder boys. So yeah, these have equipment slots. That's kind of cool. Reduces enemy DPS by 1. We can grab something. Getting another recruit's never bad. Let's get the Plague Sword. Little Plague Sword never hurt nobody. These Imperial Enforcers are pretty strong, so... I like this kind of like backing like Atmos with like the kind of Vox going. That's kind of cool. All right, very good. Where is our equipment screen? There we go. He's a little stronger now. Okay. Let's whoop. You arrive at a citadel of the Imperial cult. Ah, here we go. Because we're an Imperial citizen / part of the Imperial cult, we can seek blessings within. Oh my god, we have so many people now. You decide to disembark and mingle amongst the pilgrims. One of your crew members, long steeped in the Imperial traditions, instructs you on the rites of the faithful. Few of the pilgrims are taken by your piety. Some offer supplies and another offers to join your journey. You depart enriched. Jeez, that was actually sick. Alright, let's get our new boys. We can like operate all these rooms now. We'll put you up here. That gives us more sensor range. And then... very much else. The doors, what? Manning reinforces doors. That can be pretty useful if we get boarded. Refuels the oxygen. That doesn't really do much for us. I think this is actually the last thing that can be manned, now that I say that. Save our stations. Now we at least have these two guys. Let's do this. We're going to swap him in the husk, just so that these guys, these are more likely than not. And do they get... so they don't... in FTL, guys will specialize. It doesn't look like they'll specialize if you leave them on a particular station for a long time. So now our Imperial Enforcers are, like, extra close to the loading bay. So that might prove useful in the future. Might have to use them a bit more in the upcoming battles. You approach a Stargate. Continue. Ah, very good. Imperial sector or the blood cult sector? I'm gonna play it safe and let's just go to another Imperial sector. The blessings seem extremely strong. Your ship emerges within the boundaries of an Imperial vassal sector. While ostensibly one of the more civilized regions of space, the fall of the God King has thrown large swaths of Imperial society into disarray. Let us whoop. Imperial Shrine, let's head towards that. You detect an Imperial ship under attack by a Raider vessel. We'll attack the Raider vessel. You move to engage the Corsairs. Yeah, so one thing, let's see what we got here. Husk, Corsair. Alright, let's send the lads over. They only have one shield, but it's fine. We're gonna aim... well, I guess let's see real quick. We'll throw you on weapons and shields as always. And then, alright, there and there. We load the crew. Yeah, let's launch there. And let her rip. Crew blocked. Make room to disembark. Interesting. Hopefully the guy with the good sword, he did. Unembarked first. And they are dead. And he's killing more people. He's killing more people. He's killing more people. And go kill that guy. Because he can't disengage. You got to get out of that room. There we go. Alright, well, I guess we're just going to murder everybody on the crew, and then he's going to die of poison. Might as well just go take him out. That's it. That's one way to do it. An Imperial reinforcement fleet arrives and begins engaging you. You escape, but now without suffering hull damage. Interesting. I don't know why we took damage there, but it feels a bit unfair. All right, so return to your stations. Yeah, so one thing that's interesting, right? So it says this is like after the death of the God King. If you are familiar with Warhammer lore, you know that the Emperor has been on the Golden Throne deposed for about 10,000 years. He's been like the state of decay, and a lot of people refer to it as like the corpse throne because of that. Of course, you know, non-believers and heretics, the like. This seems to be like post the Emperor like dying, which is like an interesting little bit. It's like, okay, well, when the Emperor dies, what does the Imperial, you know, obviously it's not 40k, but it's also very inspired by it. So this is kind of like an interesting take. What would happen when he dies? Anyways, you come across an ancient, elaborately decorated Imperial starship drifting in space. It is a casket ship, a burial custom particular to high-ranking nobles of the Empire. Let's retrieve the relic. Blessed Blade. Ooh, despite the ship, or deep within the ship, you discover a small, valuable chamber built around a large stone fountain. One of your crew peers deep into the rippling waters before reaching it and drawing forth an ancient blade. Very nice. All right, we'll give this to our other enforcer, who does not have a weapon. Now both of our boys are ripping and roaring. Let's visit the shrine. Continuing to rest up, you arrive in an old Imperial shrine. Its structure is worn, but its solemn presence commands respect. We're already pledged to the Imperial shrine, so honestly, super worth it. Very much worth it. Getting all those, just keeping our ship topped up, keeping our members topped up. This looks bad. Your sensors penetrate the veil of the Colt fleet, revealing several personnel transport navigating through a sensor blind spot. Assessing their exposed state, you consider the possibility of launching an attack. I guess we'll do one transporting Colt members. We honestly have two. We don't think we can support another person on the ship. Right, we're like maxed out. But we'll do the one attacking. Oh, jeez. This might be a bad idea. Thrall. Maybe not. This is definitely the hardest ship we fought so far. Alright, boys, you're back out. Let's aim at the weapons and the shields. And what is that? Oh, that sounds terrible. Let's target... we'll just knock that out. We'll dive in there. All right, boys, go quickly before they fire the terror dome at us. What is that? Oh god, here it comes. Load crew quickly and launch the assault sled into that room, because that seems terrible. There we go. We're beating it up. All right, it's damaged. Let's go. Let's just keep killing all their thralls. We should easily be able to rip through all these guys. Yeah, there we go. And then kill the cultist. Or the ritualist, rather. Boom. Done. You locate a surviving cultist. He is terrified and pledges to serve your cause in exchange for his life. You wonder if you can trust him. I mean, are these not the same types of cultists that, maybe a different type of cult? Yeah, I'll accept him. Why not? Oh, man. He attacks us. That's a bummer. Alright. Boys in blue back. Alright, doors are extra closed, so that is nice. We're going to recall the crew. And they're on their way back. Please go kill the man who lied to us. His life was short-lived. What are you going to do? Alright. The real question is, do we blow their ship up? I think we do. We didn't get anything last time, but maybe we will this time. Let's blow it up for the lulz. Return to your stations. I'm not going to heal him yet. Our commander, we actually are not doing too much with. He's like crazy with it, you know. He can teleport around. Actually, I probably should have done that and saved our crew member some health, but next time. All right, last time we trust... I thought they were Imperial cultists, but I guess there's a whole bunch of cults, right? Worth blowing up? Nope. The opposing ship is utterly destroyed. All right, bit of a bummer, but we live, we learn. All right, this seems like another one of these guys. I crave the excitement of battle. All right, well, we're gonna thrall, ritualist. They don't have the terror amplifier. Let's just take them out the good old-fashioned way by shooting them. Deployed. What is that? Wait a minute. What is this? What is this? I don't know what that is. It won't let me see either. Well, now I'm gonna shoot that because I don't know what it is, and I don't like it. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm not quite sure. I guess it's just like their main weapon. What the heck? What the heck? Alright, let's do this. We're gonna send you over, laddie, with him. You two guys are going to go over. Can I do change my loadout? Okay, can't change loadout mid-thing. We are going to load the assault sled, and we are going to send it. And everybody else is going to return to your stations. Crew blocked. Oh, crap. That is not the guy we want. You need to get out of there. There we go. Both of them are in. All right. Life support's down. We want them into the next room. All right. He's repairing there. All right. That is not good. We want to keep you there. We don't need extra sensors. Sending you to the back. Oh, crap. You get out of that room. And can you reload back into the ship? We don't want to lose this guy. He is most likely going to be lost, though. Unless... Dang! How did that not work? That sucks. Alright, let's recall the crew. Well, we lost one of our dudes and we're on fire, but... Okay, not the best. Not the best. We've made some mistakes. But their ship is also on fire. So, it is okay. You need to go and repair the sensors because we don't know what's going on. We need you to stand in here. He's repairing. I probably, once again, should have teleported, but it'll be okay. Yeah, that was probably not the best idea, but... He was just manning the doors, right? So it's not a big deal. I say in somewhat jest. Alright, we already have Duraplate, so we'll take the scrap metal. And, yeah, we've made our first big mistake. The Emperor doesn't protect us anymore, so we're just a bit dumb. I also used a med drone, which did not seem to work. It's interesting that you can do it on enemy ships. I was hoping I could save him last second, but I definitely screwed the pooch on that one. Oh well. Oh well, oh well, oh well. Alright, everybody return to your positions. Will rest 15%? No, I think he's dead. I think he may be dead. I'm gonna do... I don't really need 3 guys going out yet. I don't really need that. I'm gonna do just that for now. Let's see what the warp looks like. Safe place to rest. We don't really have anything of value. We can't upgrade. You arrive to see a chromic warship obliterating an outpost. Despite suffering damage from the outpost's offensive weapon, the warship attacks you without hesitation. They're already on fire. These guys are all husks. I'm not sending anybody over. We're going to hit their missile bay and their shields. And missile bay. It would be good if we could pick up another weapon at some point. We're just trying to heal up our dudes for right now. They've already put out the fires. Missiles can pierce shields, I believe. So there we go. We've damaged that. Very good. They're almost dead anyways. So hopefully, I need to time these weapons a bit better. Yeah, because it's just pointless otherwise. All right, we're gonna time you. We're gonna wait. And yep, we're still, man, we've actually lost a lot of our hull in that last battle, surprisingly. It is no bueno. All right, we're gonna bump, we don't have anything coming up here. I can't load it right now, why not? There we go. We're gonna go up to 3 shield. There we go. That's it. So we're just gonna be shield boys for the time being until we get a bit more weapons. All right, we're jumping. Hopefully we can get some stuff at the shipyard to help us out. We'll hopefully get a little bit more money. Your starship tears back into real space. No hostile signatures are detected anywhere in the vicinity. You move on. Okay, so I guess there is a chance that nothing happens. Let's check out the shipyard. Hopefully we healed 10 points. That might be good. We don't need a machine slave would be sick considering we killed one of our dudes, but I'm going to repair the hull. Manning the doors and just getting a husk is not anything crazy. Okay. Systems, modules, and crew contracts. We need a missile bay. A missile bay would be sick. And what do we got? Strike craft. Do you happen across... Oh, these... Wait, they're supposed to be our friends. Why are they blowing us up? What is interesting is they have just an Imperial recruit. Let's be a little crazy with it. Let's send our commander in. Oh, wait, never mind. Let's not send our commander in. Let's send the 2 bad boys in, and then we're going to move you. We want you still evading. We want you recharging. We have 3 shields now. All right. Go, go, go. We're going to load the crew. We are going to send the crew... I wonder if we board their ship if they'll like stop because they realize we're like the same people. Let's go here. Nope, guess not. Oh yeah, they're done. We honestly wouldn't even aim to shoot because we knew we were gonna take them out so fast. There we go. Nice. Oh my gosh, that was a ton of money. Let's go. Oh, it automatically breaks the little supply cache there. Doesn't seem like there's much value, so at least from what we've seen so far, in blowing up the ship. So we'll just continue on our way. You arrive to see several Imperial Inquisition ships arrayed around a lone prison barge. They intend to incinerate the vessel along with all the occupants within. You hear a confessor intone over the open channel. You have profaned our faith. I mean, if it's the Imperial Inquisition, you never try and stop the Inquisitors. I think we just avoid them and move on. Yeah, I don't want to get involved with the Inquisition. That's one thing you don't mess with in Imperials. In like the, what do you call it? The Imperium of Man. Alright, attack the Imperial ship? We don't want to do that either, to be honest. We're trying to be good Imperial boys, you know? So, lost a little bit. We probably could have gotten some stuff there, but I didn't want to get in bad with the Imperial cult. A suspicious vessel opens comms, an independent trader. We have some items for sale. Would you like to inspect our wares? What do you say if we talk? Are you also journeying coreward? I encounter others like you, but they never return. Yep, well, hopefully we don't befall the same fate. Now that's interesting. Fires a beam that damage enemy hulls and challengers. Oh, that's sick. These are both sick. What the heck? We want a missile. Oh, cool. So you can modify your own base stations. Very cool. See, now this is unique. I like this. Let's put it up there. This seems sick. Ability to heal all crew. You have reached the maximum number of subsystems. If you install the system, you will not be able to install any additional subsystems. Yeah, screw it. I don't care. I don't care. And let's buy another couple of missiles. I can't see what else we would need beyond missiles and healing, right? Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Load missile template. Gladius missile. Hellfire missile. Gladius missile. Ignore shield creates fire. Ignore shield. Charge time. Hellfire seems a little bit better. That's the one we bought, so we'll keep auto fire off. We do need someone in there, it looks like, so we will put you there. We need a little bit more power, looks like. Upgrade. There we go. And what is does manning it give us any sort of a bonus? It doesn't actually look like it does. 10% charge speed, okay. Very nice. We're doing pretty good, I feel like, so far. Although I don't really know what success looks like in this game. You approach a Stargate. Alright. Infernal Sea. Or Forge Enclave. Let's try out the Infernal Sea. That sounds terrible. You arrive in the outskirts of an exclusion zone, a region of space demarcated by Imperial astrogation authorities as areas containing subspace anomalies of greater magnitudes than Class 6. The path ahead is long and treacherous, but those who come ready may find great rewards. I think we came ready. I think we came correct. We could use, there's an Imperial Shrine of Rage. Oh my gosh, what the absolute heck? This is crazy long. Alright, so these sectors are pretty wild. Pretty wild, if I do say. You approach a small outpost. While the exclusion zones are ostensibly a deserted sector of space, numerous enterprising outcasts nevertheless manage to eke out a living from vessels wandering the region. Let's investigate, why not? You notice that several Corsair vessels are docked to the outpost. A few undock with haste and jump away. You should get out of here while you can. Thanks, Zoret. Oh, crap. Subspace breaches have begun appearing in the outer hall as the outpost as the rest of the Corsair vessels evacuate. You follow suit, but a fissure appears aboard your ship, even as the outpost disappears behind you. Alright, I am guessing, yep, demons. They're pretty weak. Alright, what is the guy with the demon sword? Demon sword. Pretty straightforward. Grav carbine. Oh, cool. 1 DPS, 1 DPS in large rooms, slows enemy weapons. Pretty sick. They're closing those up, and now we can at least heal our crew, which is pretty useful, if I do say myself. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. We gotta open up the doors, right, to revent those rooms. It's interesting. Y'all boys go heal. Who are we gonna give the mag carbine to? Commander isn't doing much. We got Husks, an Imperial recruit. We'll give you the gun. You actually were the one involved, so you are now armed Imperial citizen. How? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How does the healing room work? Do we gotta power the healing room? Activate med bay. Interesting. So it's not passive, like recharges every jump, so it doesn't. Interesting. Very, very interesting. A little different. Why are these rooms still not fully oxygenated, if you catch my drift? You're gonna go there, and then we're gonna save your station, and then we are going to close all doors. Part of me is wondering if we do need to upgrade the oxygen system. I'll find out. Alright, onwards. That was an interesting little jaunt. Oxygen's restored. Okay, good to know. You come across an Imperial vessel firing upon a nearby space colony. Life pods stream from the colony in all directions as its former inhabitants try to escape the onslaught. Hear an open broadcast from the Imperial ship. Attention citizens of Colony HY71662. Heretical activity has been detected within your ranks and are by the command of Solar Hegemon. Your lives are now forfeit. May the Immortal King have mercy on your souls. This sounds like a different Imperial guy. Now, we are Imperial, but we do need another guy, so I'm going to try and save a couple. Freaking A, man. Every time we try and help people, they just kick our butt. It's just not cool. Alright, we're going to teleport you into here, and the commander is going to take care of some guys for once. He's going to get his hands dirty. Warseer. Whatever. Excuse me. Extremely rude. Behave yourself on my ship, cultist. Do these charge capacity 1? So that's how much he's going to heal there. Okay, let's go and put you guys in here. We'll activate the med bay. Heal up a little bit. Interesting. It actually doesn't fully heal them. It just gives them like a percentage back. Still very, very useful, being able to heal twice per jump. Alright, let's head to the Shrine of Rage. See what we got up here. Why is our evasion only at 15%? Increasing evasion by upgrading your engines. You pass through a deep space region affected by a massive rift storm. The chaotic energy of the rift distorts the surroundings, but the space remains barren. You move on. Okay. Oh, autopilot. Interesting. So, upgrading our engine would be good. We haven't getting any scrap these last few jumps, though. Alright, so let's see what's at the Shrine of Rage. Might not be in our best interest. An ominous spike structure drifts silently in your viewport as a shrine to an ancient war god. Oh. As you approach, you're just detect an oncoming hostile signature. What do we got? These are all husks, husk, 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 husk. Alright, so we're going to set the missiles to auto-fire, and we are going to launch them at the shields. And then we're going to fire at weapons. We're going to fire you at missiles. And then we are going to hope. They have a jammer, interesting. What is that? Well, they sent us a missile. Okay, they just stunned our healing sector. That's no big deal. It looks like they are about to board us. So we need to get ready for that. They are indeed boarding us. All right, let's teleport Commander into said room. And you get over there as well. He's got pretty good stuff, and we can use the healing template if we need to. We've killed 3 of them. Very good. All right, we're going to freaking counter assault. You don't mess with me. Let's get the boys over there. You 2 boys. We're going on with the assault. Boom, boom. We managed to hit them with a missile and knock down their weapons. We're going to load the crew up. We'll fire 1 more missile. It doesn't really make sense. I feel like we're just going to end up killing them all. Screw it. Let's send it into their missile bay. And we're going to stop shooting at their missile bay. We are going to shoot their shields. And we are going to aim you also at their shields. And we're going to aim you, continuing on the weapons. Alright. We are attacking their missile bay. We're just going to let these husks kind of come in. Kill them 1 by 1. We're going to move on. They're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. They're doing pretty good. Alright, we're going to turn off our weapons. No more auto fire. And you're good there. Clean up. Yeah, boarding in this game is sick. I will say that. Nice. Pledge yourself to the God of War. I don't know if I want to pledge myself to Kratos. I feel like, I don't know if there's like a consequence for doing this. For switching, yeah, we're just gonna leave. I don't know if, I don't want to like risk I don't know, switching it and then angering the Imperial cult or something like that. Although it seems like the Imperial cult hasn't. It seems like it's just all-out warfare out here. You two guys did great. One thing that is very interesting about this game, very much like in 40K, boarding is super strong. If you play with those types of with like boarding actions and stuff like that, or playing what is it, Battlefleet Gothic, boarding is super strong and like a huge part of the metagame. So that's very cool. All right, let's upgrade our engine. Get a little bit more evasion going on. We're gonna warp. We're gonna warp here. We need a new weapon. A new weapon would be pretty sick. Oh, this ship looks like it is in bad shape. A technical pilot contacts you for help, lamenting the corruption of his starship's machine core by an infernal sentience. His starship appears to be undergoing a radical transformation, and you soon witness the pilot consumed by the rapidly mutating structure surrounding him. The newly mutated vessel targets your ship. Man, nothing ever turns out good. Necro Lurch. Immune to poison, immune to suffocation. Enemy DPS cannot... Okay, he is a monster. Let's just aim everything at that room and see if we can kill him. How about that? How about that for a little how you doing? Anomalous surge detected? Excuse me? What does that mean? Alright, so... I don't know. What? He's like hitting us with warp energy. Okay, that is unpleasant. Let's open this door. You don't need to be there. You can go help him repair that very quickly. There goes our missile. We hit him and set that room on fire. What room was he in? Demon Heart. Regenerates damage systems. Holy crap, that is terrifying. Now let's hit his shields. Yeah, we actually probably do want to upgrade the oxygen system because that does seem to... Oh, God. Okay, let's open up more doors. There we go. They're recovered. There's some sort of pestilence going on. I don't like that. Need to repair that quickly. And the missiles are currently down. All right. This is not the best. We're going to, I'm gonna do a little 360 here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna target the weapons. We want to knock this guy out as soon as possible. We're gonna run you, actually we're gonna do this. We're gonna, wait, which one of you has the, okay, yeah. So we're gonna drop these two guys into here. We are going to, we're not gonna heal just yet. We're gonna put you in the driver's seat. We are going to load the crew up, launch the assault sled. He doesn't have any freaking air in his ship. I did not realize that. He's moving. Alright, do it quickly. We're gonna have to recall extremely fast. Boom, go. Find him, kill him. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Quickly, quickly, quickly. That's very good. We're gonna stop shooting. Auto fire off. And then we are going to... Oh, God. What the heck? The carcass now? Okay, can we heal? We tried the healing. Okay, it worked that time. Very good. Let's go. Let's go. Blowing that up. We've got the storage vault. Let's recall the crew. They're back online. Everything is blinking. We're going to send all... Wait a minute. Oh, I always forget the commander is his own hombre. We're going to send you all back to the healing room. It's still firing at us. What the heck? All right, never mind. This sucks. We gotta keep going. Everything onto auto fire. Everybody hurry up to the healing room. Please, please, please. We're going to activate healing. Somewhere is on fire. We're going to send the husk out to the front to check on the fire room. Oh my god, everything is not shooting. What am I doing? Please continue to fire. Oh my gosh. Okay. And that is where the fire is. We're going to teleport you up there. You are going to go here. You are going to go to the dodgy room. And you are going to return to missiles. Alright, we need the sensors back up ASAP. Everything is at least refiring for the time being. I do not know why you both went there. Now there's intruders. Okay. Where's our man with the sword? You're going to run over there. This is quickly becoming absolutely insane. We're going to teleport you over here. Very good. You need to get back in there. Man, this is crazy. What a freaking fight, dude. This went from 0 to 100 so quickly. We need to fix this subspace rift. Very good, very good, very good. All right, get out of there. We're still firing. Yes, we are still firing. I'm going to open up this thing. Okay, you need to go repair the life support systems now. All the weapons are still continuing to fire. Albeit slowly, because we don't have anybody manning the room. Oh my gosh, what a pain in the butt. That was crazy, dude. Holy crap. Well, at least we got a lot of scrap from invading. And we get some modules, possibly. 2+ Stygian regents. Stygian worm or splinter bombs. Friendly crew gain +3 DPS when fighting in a vacuum. I don't know what that is. Sure, we'll take the module. That's just something that's like passively on all the time, I guess? Okay, I guess that's something that just happens. Let's return to our stations, y'all. We are going to... Let's see. If we hit warp, we can go back, right? Yes. We're going to upgrade the life support system one. As it seems to be biting us in the butt here every once in a while. Everybody's going to heal. We've used both of our med drones, although it did save us there. And we're going through missiles. This is quickly becoming very intense. Alright. That's the Infernal. Okay, a lot of cults, a lot of Imperials. Fire engulfs your viewport. You seem to have stumbled into the midst of a major Imperial fleet action against the Infernal cults. Worse still, proximity alerts that indicate that you are dangerously close to the local star. Alright. Okay. An Imperial ship is stricken by a blast of obscene magic. It attempts to retreat from battle, but instead plunges headlong into your path. I don't know what the heck is going on here, dude. They're hostile. They got crap going on. Let's send a missile off to there. And just a little bit of shots all over. Everything's on autofire. All the boys are good. Hopefully nothing frickin' teleports onto us. They are getting severely injured. It may not even make sense to use... I'm not even going to waste a missile. I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to turn autofire off. Extreme heat detected. We're going to send the bad boys in just to clean up the mess because they're already pretty injured. So let's launch the... so we got to load the crew. And we'll send them in the shield port. Yep. Clean them up, 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 clean them up. And you retrieve what you can. Crew is recalled. The battle continues. We're going to leave. You perform a tactical retreat. Yeah, we already got a ton of scrap, and this place sucks. So we are going to warp. Unvisited node. Corrosive gases detected? That doesn't sound good. We're going to go to the weapon dealer. We need a new weapon anyways. Everybody's rested. Let's see what you got to say to us. Everyone laugh when I said my blast doors were just as important as shielding back at the academy, but I'm standing here and they are not. Alright. Magnetic pulse. 2 power, stuns crew and target room. Does not affect shields. Whole damage per room hit. That just stuns the crew. Neutralizer. Does not affect shields. Inflicts minor crew damage. Interesting. 60, 80. Modules. Friendly crew fire a missile at the enemy ship upon activating a consumable. It's okay. I don't know what that means. And that doesn't seem particularly useful. Magnetic pulse 3. Projectile count 4. So that shoots 4. Stuns target crew in target room for 5 seconds. This is a beam. Charge time 18. Does not affect shields. Let's go for the expensive one. Sure, we'll put it on E. And okay, so we do have empty module slots. Wait a minute. No! They can repair our hull. So, and that is what? 3 each? Yeah, we'll just top up. And grab one more. Bomb. Very nice. Man, this is the longest sector ever. Do we now check out the corrosive gases? Sure, why not? Hopefully I don't regret this. I should have healed my guys. I totally have been forgetting. Oh my god. At least they're easy to kill. Alright. You go there. I can teleport you up front. And you go there. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Nope. Alright, you get out of that room. Okay, I have a feeling we have to vent this entire place, right? You go up here, you get up there. We're gonna vent these rooms. Havoc Maul, Fortress Shield. Alright, everybody go into rooms that aren't bad. We're gonna vent these rooms. That seems like the proper choice, right? You need to get down there. I always forget about you. Okay, actually don't do that. Close all doors. And you need to get back. Oh my god, there's gas in the command throne. What the heck? Okay. Close all doors. Very good. We're just waiting for that gas to stop. I'm sorry that you have to sit in the stink pile. Okay, we're just waiting for the oxygen to return to the rooms. And we're gonna send in the gang for a healing sauna retreat session. Who is this? He seems like he's doing alright. What's in the commander in? And we're gonna activate the med bay. Very good. Honestly, extremely... I have no idea how we would be surviving without that. Everybody return to your stations. You know what you gotta do. Warning, corrosive gas detected. Okay, let's get out of here. We are outie. What's going on with our loadout? You find yourself trapped within the currents of a large rift storm. Violent waves of subspace energy batter your ship to and fro for what seems like an eternity. Eventually the storm subsides and your ship comes to a stop. In front of you is a dilapidated hull of a gigantic spacecraft. There is something deeply unsettling about the ship. It's usually not a good idea to investigate, like, crazy ships. Of a giant spacecraft. We're gonna avoid it and move on. That just sounds like a bad idea. If it's like that, I feel like that could just take us out. Commander, you've been doing a little bit of fighting. Oh, the Duraplate armor's on him. I thought it was on our ship. Let's do this then, because he's not always going out. Reduce, yes. We'll give it to you. Very good. Alright, let's get out of here. Sorry we didn't do the event there. I just got a bad vibe. Oh god, another one of these. Demon-possessed starship emerges on your flank and opens fire. Great. Hound, not good. Alright, that's one of our strong boys. He's fighting our commander, so that's fine. We want you to go over here. We're going to set this to auto fire. Oh, we need more power. We definitely need more power just overall. We don't need the med bay right now. Can I not take power off the med bay? Interesting. Oh, we actually need to upgrade our weapon system as well. Okay, so we've kind of made a little bit of an issue. We're going to shoot that. We are going to shoot that. We are going to shoot the shields. They're all set to auto-fire. Let's get to work. You know, you need it. Whoa, whoa, that dude is flying. Oh my god. And Commander, you're going to step out and assist for a moment. You're going to rejoin. All right. We stop the invasion for now. And we really need to time this together. The bolt cannon, you want to chill for a moment. Very good. And fire. Everything together all at once now. Very good. We're going to have you step into here and repair that terrible void piercing thing. What is that? A fleshling? Please don't appear on my ship. And we really need to time these with the other blaster, unfortunately. Bolt cannon's going to wait. We are going to aim at the heart. Boom, miss, miss, hit. Very nice. And where are we aiming at here? The shields, I guess? That's probably good to keep down. Bolt cannon, we're going to wait. I guess we'll let it keep charging. No point really going on these ships. They all suck. We're going to wait here. Fire away. 3 shots. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Starting to run a little bit on missiles, but... Alright, 68 scrap and 3 munitions. Exactly what I needed. Let's see. We need... Alright, so we need... We need 1 more on the weapons bay. And we need some more power. We'll start there. That allows us to do this, I believe. Wait, do I have to reorder them, maybe? Huh. There we go. I guess it does. That's interesting. Alright, we're going to keep these 2 up for now. And I'm realizing also we just need more power overall, because a lot of these things that we upgraded were actually not driving power to, so... let's move the fellers who need some healing. The rest of them will just get it on the jump, so we'll leave that to that. Very, very interesting so far. I'm actually, like, a little bit more invested than I thought I would be. Usually with FTL, I get kind of... I don't know. I've just played it so much. It's just one of those games where I feel like I've seen it all, but this... It looks the same... It plays functionally the same, but it's actually like a little bit easier, at least in terms of like the battles. It seems like there's more action and more fighting, and the invading part of it that you get right off the bat is really cool. All right, we're gonna go to the shipyard. Should be able to get some scrap or something, right? We're gonna get a machine slave. Getting another dude is actually good. +3 DPS while in vacuum. Alright, we're gonna send you to the sensors, and then we're gonna save our stations. Very nice. Alright, let us warp. You discovered the drifting hulk of a large starship. It looks as if it has been battered for decades by violent tides of subspace energy. A strange glow emanates from within the bulk. Let's investigate. Oh, interesting. You search the hull and determine the source of the glow, an ancient ornate casket. Likely of machine cult origin. Can you really use that? Isn't the machine cult, like, you know... Come on. Come on. That's like the Mechanicus. The Adeptus Mechanicus, you know? Armed with an arcane power, you open the casket and discover an unusual relic. -5 HP... Actually kind of... Oh, God. Well, we'll read that. We'll figure out how to utilize that in a sec. Bright webs of malefic energy. Malefic lightning suddenly arc out from the casket. Within seconds, you find yourself surrounded by a crowd of otherworldly creatures. Retreat back to your ship. Some of the creatures manage to clamber aboard before you get the hatches shut. Never a dull day. Imperial recruit. Where is our... Where are you? Alright, yeah, I'll get you. Okay, he's in the right room. You're actually doing pretty good in the vacuum. Help the boys out. Let's go and get this tidied up extra quick. Very good. Ain't nothing but a ting. We're going to send you to the healing room, you to the healing room, you to the healing room. And we are going to heal in said healing room. Now, let's see here. This would be good on... What is a tool? Interesting. Interesting. Enemy DPS cannot exceed 2. 25% move speed. I just don't have a lot of health. I'm going to be honest with you. Let's do this. He can take that. And then we will give the shield... Oh, it's a tool. We'll give it to you. The boy with a gun. You've been doing good work for the dead god emperor. Send everybody to their stations. Nice and healed up. Oxygen will be restored momentarily. Please do not fret. God, this zone is so long. We are rested up. Your sensors detect a civilian vessel being pursued by an Imperial Crusade ship. The Crusade ship is closing fast. Nothing has gone good from us. We're going to attempt to stay hidden. 2 ships fly off. Yeah, nothing has... Helping people has not been good for us in this game so far, so I'm not privy to do it anymore. There we go, Imperial Citizen. You arrive in the system, immediately find yourself in the middle of a massive battle between the Imperial Marauder and the war fleets of the Infernal Cults. Yeah. One member of your crew is familiar with Imperial protocols and invokes a special request for non-combatant protection. A few of the smaller vessels are dutifully respond to surround your vessel, expecting your vessel to be transporting critical supplies or an Imperial noble. Pressured by their command to act in haste, they fail to ascertain your vessel's provenance and begin escorting you out of the battle. Oh my god, and they gave us 84 scrap metal? Heck yeah. One by one, your escort falls victim to long-range fire from their occultist enemies. However, they persevere in their duty. The last of their corvette sacrifices itself to defend your vessel at the end of the attack range. You salvage the materials from the tumbling wreckage before continuing on your way. Yo, thank you, the boys who died and gave us a free battle with no damage. We just need a bit more reactor stuff. So we also want to upgrade our weapon. Okay, so we need a little bit more for the weapon system, but now we can do this life support. We can bump up to crazy mode when we need it. We're going to bump up the evasion. And we're going to warp. A few tiny grains of space dust patter against your viewport. You continue on with your journey. You love to see it. Transport vessel detected. Yeah, why not? We're looking pretty good here. We need a little bit more scrap. Of course, it's hostile. Sensors have detected a war cult vessel fearing supplies. Rather than fleeing, it turns to engage you. Alright, they don't look terribly difficult. And they got a whole bunch of skeletons. So we're going to send the hit squad over there to introduce themselves. And where are they going to load up? Let's do the shield depot. It's never a bad place to start. Let's try out this mag pulse. We'll do you on the weapons. We'll shoot the storm bolter. What is this? A husk rack. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. And we'll do the hellfire at the commander. And let her rip. Everything's a charge-in. These charge at the same rate, which is kind of nice. Immediately doing a ton of damage. They have also launched people into our realm. That's okay. Who's the guy we just... Yeah, you're the guy we just equipped it with the shield, so we'll keep you up here. Doing very well. Imperial and 4... Okay. Berserker. You go into that room. He busts that open. Your crew retrieves the stash. We are going to want to recall here in a moment. We're gonna. I think he can take him, right? Oh, this needs to be set to auto fire. Stuns crew and target enemy room. Yeah, looks like he can take him. I'm reticent. We'll send him in last second. Get a little extra DPS. Very good. Recall the crew. Everybody's dead. Don't fire any more missiles. No more missiles. Leave it for the crows. You guys did good today. You guys are like actually what I would define as hella sick. Very good. Alright, so let's do a little bit of upgrading before we go. Let's get that weapon systems up. And now we put one more power to here. We need one more power, I think. One more power. Lovely. And then let's see what's next on our warp path. Return to stations. Everybody's doing their best. Let's do this. Let's do one more here to get a little bit more evasion going on. The ship explodes while we are doing our sacred duty. Let's warp away. Warp away. You know that Oasis song? You arrive near a planetoid orbiting the outskirts of a large rift sword. Not sure. We will investigate. You descend into the planetoid's atmosphere and glide over an endless rocky plain. Thousands of infernal creatures are visible below. They seem to be fighting each other as if engaged in some sort of massive planetary war. A voice sounds from your console. I am the master of this world, appointed by the Lord of Hatred himself. Serve me by annihilating the devious servants of the Blood Prince, and I shall bestow upon you the gifts of wrath. Nah. Don't ever work for a demon. Chaos is everywhere. Or Imperial citizens, anyways, right? A large rift near storm dissipates to reveal a derelict orbital colony floating through space. Somehow it has been transported here from its original orbit. We'll investigate. As you approach, a Corsair vessel leaves the derelict colony on an intercept course towards yours. Its weapons are primed. Of course they are. The real question is do we send the boys over? What is this? It's just the command throne. We're gonna start with weapons off, shields. This stuns a lot of people here. All on auto fire. Let's see how they do. Let's see how this new massive barrage of weapons seems to work. Now, does jamming occur from here, I wonder? We need to set that to auto fire. We'll actually shoot you there. Very nice. Very good. Everybody's firing. Taking a look at our timing on this stuff. Very good. Oh, nice shots. Okay, yeah, we can take this one nice and slow. I just don't know how strong these people are on board. Looks like we've damaged their energy beam, which is nice. And they have a graviton cannon. Slow all crew. Okay. There we go. They're stunned. Okay, their weapons are down. Well, yeah, it looks like you still can do. We haven't needed to jump yet out of emergency. We've actually been doing super good on this run so far, which is pretty sick. Yeah, mag pulse, pretty decent. Oh, there they all go. Very little of import survives the explosion. Teleport all crew and current room to random rooms. Chaos Engine, that's crazy. We're just going to take 12 missiles. You dock your ship to the abandoned colony, explore its interior. Suddenly, the colony begins to disintegrate. You retreat back into your ship. But several large chunks of the colony have already impacted your vessel. Well, that sucks. Alright, we almost are at the Stargate. Very nice. Alright, sensors detect a death cult vessel pursuing a raider ship. The raiders seem to be making a particular effort to avoid entering the nearby rift storms. We're just gonna evade. Oh, they still invade. Come on, man. Seek to break contact using the rift storms. Unfortunately, it seems the death cultists are channeling their Gorgothian rites through them. Oh, these actually suck, and you're suddenly beset upon them by mortifying abominations. Alright, well that sucks. Alright. Captain, you are going to teleport up front. You are going to run away. And we are going to run our boys up front. Hopefully don't lose our husk. That would be a bummer. Okay, looks like he was able to get out. Get in there. And why can't you get in there? It's because alright. I made short work of them. Nothing can stop these guys, man. They are battle hardened. It would be cool if they got experience. I think in FTL they have units do get experience over time. Oh wait, no, where's our husk who is poisoned? Quickly, quickly, quickly. Heal. Very nice. And will he make it over before it ends? Nope. Alright. Very good. Dealing with all sorts of threats this playthrough. This is crazy, man. Alright. Let us whoop. And we are to the Stargate. Very, very good. You approach a Stargate. Where do we go next? The exclusion zone? On the Technocult sector. Looks like either way, let's do the Technocult sector, although current location disabled, Stargate. We'll do the Technocult sector, but I think we'll just teleport in there. You arrive at the Technocult controlled sector. The priests of the machine cult are defined by their pursuit of knowledge and rationality above all else. Though some say many of their kind have taken these ideas too far. I think, though, that is where we're going to call this one. This has been sick. I actually really enjoyed this. I don't want to say I'm enjoying it more than FTL because I played FTL so much, and this is extremely derivative. I think I enjoy it in equal amounts. I like the theme a lot, though. I love this kind of pseudo Warhammer 40k element it has to it. Yeah, I would say if you're looking, if the FTL bug has like returned to you, give this a shot. It's just FTL. It's literally just FTL with a kind of a shuffle of mechanics. It's super fun. As FTL runs, these runs also seem like this. I probably would have another hour or two if I were to continue this. So maybe I'll continue this. I don't know if the demo lets me save. We'll see here in a moment. If it does, maybe I'll do the second half of this and put on the Rogues Gallery to finish up. But my thoughts are, it's cool, it's fun, it doesn't really, I mean, it innovates in some ways, but not a lot from FTL, so if you're still playing FTL, I think you're going to get the same experience. If you're looking for, like, a flavored version of it, check it out. It's a good game. It's taking a lot of its design cues from an already great game, so you can't go wrong there. All right, so let's see. If I go to, what is Hangar? Cancel. Main menu. Okay, so Hangar is to restart. So yes, it looks like I can continue. That's cool. So yeah, maybe, I think I'll finish this run. I'll probably record it if I immediately die. But I feel like we've been doing pretty good. And I don't always win FTL runs, so we'll probably throw the second part of this on the Rogues Gallery. But yes, VoidWar. Thing comes out May 30th. You can wishlist it now. Or you can play this demo and check it out yourself. Well, I'm sure it'll be up for a little bit longer. But this one's gone on long enough. If you enjoyed today's content, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, interacting, etc., helps the algorithm. And I appreciate it a great deal. Yeah, that's what we say. As always, y'all, it's been a blast playing just, old school Let's Plays on the internet. Until next time, thanks for watching. I'll see you then.